I'm Grizzly. I'm with Fortis College, and today we're going to talk about the Ohio CDL pre-trip in-cab. All right, once we get in our in-cab, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my seatbelt. My seatbelt is not cut, frayed, it is not torn. It latches and unlatches properly. My 10 BC fire extinguisher is fully charged, pin in place. My 3 reflective triangles are not cracked, broken, and properly stowed away. If this truck takes fuses, my fuses would be in the fuse box or spare circuit breakers. I'm going to check all of my windows to make sure that my windows are properly secured, clean, not cracked, not chipped. My windshield is clean, proper colored, no chips, not broken, and no illegal stickers. My mirrors, all of my mirrors are secured, not cracked, not broken. They're clean and they're set for my use. All right, I'm now going to perform a safe start. I'm going to make sure that my brakes are set. My truck is in neutral. I'm going to cover the brake, push the clutch in, and I'm now going to start the vehicle. My ABS light came on and went off, indicating my ABS is working properly. Make sure we point to all the gauges. My water temperature is rising to a safe operating level. My oil pressure is rising to a safe operating level. On this vehicle, our volts is a digital readout located right in the center. My volts are reading a safe operating level, which indicates that my alternator is working properly and charging my batteries. My air gauge, primary and secondary, are rising to a safe operating level between 100 and 125. My windshield wipers are working properly. My windshield wiper sprayers are working properly. They spray. My wipers are making contact completely with my windshield. They're not cut, not frayed, or torn. I'm going to turn my heater and defroster on, turn it all the way on. My defroster is working properly. Put your hand on the dash, make sure. Hand down below, my heater is working properly. Going to turn it off. Turn my headlights on. Now I'm going to check my indicators. My left turn signal indicator is working. My right turn signal indicator is working. My four-way indicators are working. My high beam indicator is working properly. My city horn is working. My country horn is working. Now I'm going to start my brake test. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my parking brakes. How we're going to do that is I'm going to release my tractor, which is our yellow valve. I'm going to leave the red valve, which is the trailer, set. It's pulled out. I'm going to cover the brake, not getting any pressure. I'm just going to cover it, push the clutch in, put my vehicle into first gear. That's all the way over to me and backwards. And I'm going to tug on my trailer parking brakes. My tractor trailer did not move, which means that my tractor parking brakes are working properly. I'm going to put it back in neutral. Now I'm going to set my tractor brakes, release the trailer brakes, put my vehicle into low gear. Now I'm going to tug on my tractor parking brakes. Ease out on the clutch a little bit. Tractor and trailer did not move. Indicates that my tractor parking brakes are working properly. Now, I'm going to push both of my brake valves in, put it in a low gear, and I'm going to pull forward at no more than 5 miles per hour and check my service brake. Our service brake is actually our brake pedal. Foot off the brake, I'm going to let out on the clutch, I'm going to pull forward, come to a stop, my hand's off the wheel. My vehicle did not go left, did not go right. We came to a safe stop, indicating my service brakes are working properly. Now, I'm going to put my vehicle into neutral. I'm not going to set the parking brakes. Do not touch those valves, because now we're going to do our leak test. But I need to have my air pressure built up. So at this time, I'm going to give it a little fuel, because I want my air pressure to the governor cutout. So go ahead and give it a little fuel, because remember, this is a timed event. We have 30 minutes for the pre-trip. I want to get it all the way up to my governor cutout, so I'm going to take my RPMs up to about 1,500. Once we get the governor cutout, the air will stop, the air pressure will stop building. There we go. We hear the discharge of air outside. It means our governor just kicked out. Now, I'm going to shut the truck off. I'm going to turn the key to the on position. I'm not going to start it. My ABS light came on and went back off. Now you want to say that in case we forgot it the first time. Now we're going to do the only part of our pre-trip that's the auto fail. This is the leak test. The numbers in order must be done properly. First thing I'm going to do, my brake valves are set with a closed hand. Yep. I'm going to make sure both my brake valves are pushed in. Now, the key's in the on position. I'm going to apply pressure to my service brake, and I'm going to do my leak test. I'm going to hold pressure for 1 minute, at which time I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. You can ask the examiner to time you. Mr. Examiner, I have not lost more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Would you like me to continue to hold? At this time, they will tell you to continue to hold or continue. I'm going to let off the brake. Now I'm going to perform my air leak warning test, which means I'm going to fan my brakes down till my air pressure gauges are between 60 and 70, at which time the low warning buzzer and light will come on. Remember, pump it down fast. We want that low warning light and buzzer to come on and stay on. There we go. It's come on. We can hear the buzzer. Now, I'm going to fan my brakes down to between 20 and 40 psi, at which time both of my brakes valves will pop out. Remember again, pump it down hard. Now I can see that my brake valves have popped. If you're in doubt, pump it all the way down until there's no air pressure. Or we can check with a closed fist. We never touch the brake valves when on our leak test with an open hand. If we touch it with an open hand, we can be accused of setting the brakes and be an auto fail. At which time, this concludes the end cap. I turn my key off. Mr. Examiner, where would you like me to put the key?